Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. I just have to tell you, I really can't breathe because I loved you as Ryan on All My Children. I was team Ryan and Greenlee for my life. I love you,
this
love
could
you,
take
love
a while,
you.
Cameron.
I love it. I love it. Listen, I was team Ryan and Greenlee, too. There you go.
Oh my gosh! You honestly,
listen.
I mean, you won several soap opera awards for that, Emmys and things, because you were just fantastic. Really, it was just such a sweet love story between you two, and I love you.
Can I call into you guys every day? Because this is really good for my ego, and I'm feeling,
Yeah.
I miss it. I miss it so much.
So now, Cameron, of course, most people probably recognize you from being on E.T.
Yeah.
And E.T.'s doing a whole retrospective thing now this month, aren't they?
Yeah, this is it's an exciting time. But yeah, I've been on Entertainment Tonight now for a little over a year, off and on, and this season, starting September, is E.T.'s 35th season. And so, across the month, we're diving into our archives, and we're going into the vaults, and we're digging up some of the biggest moments over the last, obviously, 35 years. And as a relative newcomer over there, it's so fun to be a part of and talk to the stars of today and show them their first interview on ET. Go back and look at the biggest weddings over the years. Go back and one of the things about being on the air for 35 years is that these ET's got these relationships and these connections, and they get the stories and the insights that I just can't imagine you get anywhere else. It's pretty neat to be a part of.
We're on with Cameron Mathison. Now, Cameron, you got a movie on the Hallmark Channel. It's Murder, She Baked, a Plum Pudding Mystery. What's up with this?
Listen. Okay, so the title is the title. However, it's based on a series of books by Joanne Fluke. So the Murder, She Baked were a very popular book series, and it's obviously now a series of movies on Hallmark Channel. And don't let the title fool you. It's not so much about baking, but it just involves the Allison Sweeney plays Hannah Swenson. She's the lead, and I'm one of the guys that is basically in the love triangle with her. But it's murder mystery, and I play a detective, a fantastic, really sweet and fantastic and mysterious series of movies, and the fans love them. They've responded incredibly well to the series of movies, so we've got a bunch more planned for next year, and I don't know, I feel like bouncing from Entertainment Tonight stage and shooting these with Allison, with Barbara Niven, and everybody else involved, I'm a pretty lucky guy.
Yeah. So now, when is this going to be on the Hallmark Channel?
It'll be on the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channel, which is they've got sort of two side-by-side channels, and that it's going to be on November 22nd.
Before we let you go, Kimberly, maybe ask about one of the big showbiz stories that you're curious to find out a little more about. Is there one out there right now?
Well, it's the Khloe and Lamar thing. What I was annoyed about is them saying that she called off her divorce, but she's saying, I didn't call it off because we're getting back together. Well, why would you call off a divorce if you're not getting back together? What?
I think from what we understand at Entertainment Tonight is the idea was from Khloe is that it's considering the circumstances, considering the situation, the timing of it. There's no point in kind of going through an already traumatic and emotional situation for now. In other words, she's helping out. She's to rebuild. There's no necessary hurry to finalize all that if it's going to add more emotional trauma. And she just basically right now it seems to us that the emphasis on is just recovery. We'll deal with that later. There's obviously still care there. There's factors and conditions that are not changing the fact that they have no plans to be together in the long term, as far as we understand. But to not have to get him to sign divorce papers while he's trying to get his feet under him again.
Right.
I think
that's
the idea. Everybody get healthy, and then we'll deal with that later.
Right.
Well, on a happier note, do you think Gwen and Blake are just a rebound crazy romance for both of them?
Listen, they look really happy. I got to tell you, you've got people that have seen them. At the after parties, at the awards show the other night, and they are obviously not hiding it. And there may be a rebound element to it. I mean, I don't think a lot of people necessarily would have called this.
Yeah.
But being on the set, I've been on the set of The Voice and interviewed them and seen how incredibly supported supportive all the coaches are, and seeing how they interact, behind the scenes, and how they're really like a close-knit group of friends that, to me, it makes perfect sense. Like, they're so there for each other in all aspects of life, and I kind of seen it firsthand that, considering the timing of these breakups, and they've always got along well. They've been good friends for a long time, as they've said. That in many ways, it makes perfect sense.
All right.
Cameron Mathison will be watching you on E.T. and also on the Hallmark movie. Once again, that is called Murder, She Baked, a Plum Pudding Mystery. It's out on November 22nd. And a lot of fun talking to you. I hope we get a chance to bring you back on again.
Yeah, I love you, Cameron. You really are so talented. Congratulations on all that's going on for you, really.
You're very sweet. I really appreciate the kind words, guys. I really do. Thank you for having me on the show, and definitely, I'll be back anytime.
All right, cool.
Great.
Thanks, Cameron. Have a good day.